Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back with your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there'll be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, smoking, walking around, or any kind, and please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right. Mr. Vanda,
Yes.
do you need an interpreter, sir?
Okay.
No, very well. You're here for a review. I don't know if you were on the list. Let me see. Yes, you are. So you complete. Let's call that case. This is the city of Detroit. Give me your Rosalio.
Yep.
Did I get that pronounced right?
Yes.
And Pedroza, right?
Pedraza with an A.
Pedraza, right?
Yeah.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Rosalio Banda Pedraza, case number SP120-89591. Appearance for the police.
Barry Bachman for the defendant.
Okay. And can you state your name, Mr. Ben?
Rosalio Banda Pedraza.
Pedraza.
All right. So we're here, today's the date and time for a review in this case. And you were charged with the driver's license never required, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I ordered you to do 12 hours of community service. I do have completion of that. So, sir, let me ask you this. How did you feel about the, you know something? I didn't even wait for Miss Williams' law.
It was pretty good working with Alicia and.
Hold on, one second. Let me ask you this. Did you get all that, Miss Williams' law?
No, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
All right. Let's start over again.
Okay.
I'm getting ahead of myself. All right.
Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Good morning, Ms.
Yeah, we got a big docket, so I wanted to get going. I'm ready to go.
I got it. I'm ready now. Good morning,
All
Mr.
right.
Cox,
Hi.
Mr. Boffman.
No, we don't have two house counsels yet. That's Mr. Bermudez.
No, I'm talking about what case is he on?
Mario Hernandez. So let's go with, let me slow down. We want to get into the breakout from the office. All right, let's get back. This is the city of Detroit versus Rosalio Banda Pedroza. Case number SP120-89591. And you were pled to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I took that under a 3-month delay, and I also said that upon completion of 12 hours community service, we would dismiss the matter. And you have got from Director Jones and the good people over there at the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center that you have 12 hours community service, and that this case will be dismissed. But before I actually dismiss the case, I want to hear from you about how you felt about doing that community service over there. You live over in that community, don't you, sir?
Yeah, I do. It's actually pretty close to my house and everything. I thought it was gonna be like picking up trash on the side of the highway or something. They put me to do something I know how to do, and they liked it. All the neighbors were coming out. Here's a water, young man. Take a water. Thanks for cutting our yard and doing such a good work on it. You did professional work on it, and I felt proud of what I was doing there.
And so what exactly do you do that you said you know how to do?
I was doing landscaping. So I was, edging, weed whacking, cutting yards, blowing the park in there. So
And you do landscaping for a living, right?
no, I do framing for a living, but for a while I did landscaping.
And
So I
you
know how
know,
to do that.
I really enjoy about landscaping is I really enjoy that myself. I think I have a green thumb, right? But one thing that you do with landscaping is you get instant results. Once you're finished, you can just look at the fruits of your labor right then and there, you know. You can take a picture from before and then just a couple of hours after, you're like, man, this is like a totally different place. Isn't that, do you feel the same way?
I do feel the same way. There was a lot of covered over sidewalks. You couldn't even see some sidewalks because of all the grass on them and stuff. And you know, I uncovered them, like 4 or 5 blocks of concrete uncovered by grass and dirt, and people were like, "Wow!" Like I forgot there was a sidewalk right there. Like, you know. So
And I mean, does that make you want to do some more community service, like, and do things more in your community and get your friends active and stuff like that?
Yeah, I talked to the people down there, and you know, I let them know whenever they need help with anything. You know, I could come down and just on my days off or whatever, could come down there and help them. And you know, they were all pretty good with me, pretty cool.
Very well. I really enjoy hearing stories like that, and hopefully you can galvanize some of your friends to go out there and help in that community. And I have nothing further to say. I'm just happy that you participated in the program, and hopefully you don't get another ticket, you know, but hopefully too that you will continue that community service initiative that you did. So we thank you, sir. I'm going to dismiss the matter, and I'm going to waive all fines and costs in lieu of the community service.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I have a question, because I got 2 of these on the mail, and one of them was for today's court hearing, but there's another one for, I believe it's December 1st.
You should disregard everything now. We'll close this matter out, unless you got another ticket somewhere. But I don't see it here in the. I don't see it here in the system.
No, that was it. It's just this.
And it's the same case number, SP12 09511.
Yeah, everything is the same on these.
All right, then disregard those, sir. I'm going to dismiss the cases.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Have a great day.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you. And thank you to James, who I saw back there somewhere.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Stop in that Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center from time to time and check on them too.
Oh, yes, definitely.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is your interpreter for today, Emma Hernandez. How are you?
Oh, that's Emma Hernandez. Good morning, Madam Hernandez.
Good
we were
morning.
trying to get your audio connected.
Oh, okay, here I am. Can you hear me good? Are we good?
Yeah. Can you just identify anybody that's online now that may need the services, your services?
Ok, thank you. Buenos días a todos los presentes en esta conexión vía Zoom. Yo soy Hernández y soy la intérprete de español para cualquiera que necesite interpretación en este idioma. ¿Alguno de ustedes los presentes necesita intérprete en español, por favor?
Sí.
¿Quién es tu nombre, por favor?
Daniel de León Peña.
Daniel de León Peña. ¿Alguien más? ¿Alguien más a la 1? ¿A las 2? ¿A las 3? Ok, señor. Hola. Hi, Mr. James. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So far, we just have one, Mr. Daniel de León Peña.
Okay, let's go through the list. You said, give me those names again, please.
Daniel
De
León.
León.
¿Ah?
Sí, Daniel de León Peña.
I think it's under 835 under Danielle Leon Laboy.
That's me.
Okay.
No, that's it. I got Mr. LaPointe.
Daniel Pena is under 830, just above Kevin Poyle.
Yes. Who was the next person, madam?
That's the only one who answered the call.
The only one is Mr. Pena.
Yeah.
Let's start checking more people in. I got Mr. Dela Cruz. Where is Mr. Dela Cruz?
Señor
I'm
de la
right here.
Cruz, ¿está usted ahí?
Where are you, sir? Put your camera on.
Oh, there you go.
Is he there?
Yes.
Oh, he's down there in the bottom corner down there, right?
Yes.
So, Mr. Dela Cruz, how are you, sir?
Señor de la Cruz.
I don't think he needs an interpreter.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's do this. Let's call the cases, which are a lot of them, right, Mr. Dela Cruz? Let's call the city of Detroit versus Gil Georgiano Dela Cruz. Case numbers SP 116-346, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 11907-3, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 121-71861. SP 121-71881, counts 1 and 2. And SP 121-71862. SP 122-1903, counts 1, 2, and 3. U 563-4322-0. And I saw another one, SP 11907-801. Let me see if we have any more. All right.
Hoffman for the defendant, Your Honor, P55052.
Okay.
Hey, good morning.
Mr. Cruz, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry. This is Attorney Brian Brown, P80560, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gil Cruz, who is present.
Okay, Mr. Brown, so you're going to be with us for community court today as well?
Yes, Your Honor. I do have a Zoom engagement in person.
You're breaking up, sir. Let me, Mr. Boffman, you're breaking up, so let me get Mr. Boffman, he's on the record. Do you have a client in here today, Mr. Brown, or?
He's speaking for the defendant, Your Honor. I think he's speaking for Mr. Dela Cruz. Is that correct, Mr. Brown?
No, I think he's here.
Correct. I am representing. So I am representing Mr. Dela Cruz. That is correct.
Okay, so were you retained by Mr. Dela Cruz, or are you here for community court?
Yes, I was retained by Mr. Dela Cruz. I have not yet filed my appearance on the case, but I'll be filing that today.
Okay, very well. All right, I thought that Mr. Dela Cruz. Okay, let's see what we have going on. All right, so those cases I call. All right, let's go. So, Mr. Dela Cruz, you were ordered to do community service.
Yes, I finished it, but I never gave it to James. It's right here though. I just sent it to James.
I got record that you did finish it.
Yeah, I finished it. That's what I was just saying.
All right, so let me ask your attorney, counselor, I'm gonna just get from your client. Mr. Dela Cruz had a number of cases going on here. And if I recollect correctly, you have a pretrial for the U563432220 case. And the other stuff was supposed to be handled under the, you pled to U563432220. You pled to SP1180 or 90783 counts 1, 2, and 3. And you pled to responsible to the speeding ticket. Is that what I understand correctly?
Yeah. I know I got like 27 tickets in that we had court to you. I got it in the mail like last week. That's what we're doing right now, right?
Yeah.
All right. And honestly, I got another ticket last week. I wanted to see if I can get took care of. I got the ticket right here.
Oh, now we're going in the wrong direction. I'm trying to understand what Mr. Brown, are you there?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right, so which case are you representing Mr. Dela Cruz on?
Your Honor, I didn't,
You're gonna have to get a better connection.
Is that better?
It just keeps going in and out. Are you driving, sir?
Over. Actually, now I'm.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass the matter until you can get a better connection. All right, let's go with Mr. Daniel Leon LaVoy. Mr. LaVoy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's call the case. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Daniel Leon LaVoy, case number SP1175125. and SP1175127. Appearance for the record, please.
Harry Bosman for the defendant, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. LaVoy, last time you were here, you elected to take the Michigan defensive driving course based on the nature of the offense. It was speeding 21 to 25 over. And you had an unregistered untitled. I don't know if you have a title to that vehicle or not. But
Excuse me, Your Honor, that vehicle, I sold it already. I have a different vehicle.
you have a title to that new vehicle that you're driving, sir?
It's at home. I didn't bring it, but I brought the registration and the insurance.
Same difference. All right. Well, let's go with the Michigan defensive driving course.
Yes, sir. I have
All right.
the certificate right here. It's so little that I try to print it out, but it's really, really small. I'm gonna switch my camera so you could.
Let me just ask you this, sir. How was the course? All right, that is the certificate. How was the course?
Yes, I learned a lot from it. I learned, you know, that you gotta, you know, not only think about yourself, think about others driving around, pedestrians, bicyclists, motorcycles. Um, never, never drive, without paying attention.
All right, listen here, Mr. Leon LaBoy. I trust that you've taken the course. I see just by a few things that you said that you actually did it and you spent some time with it. And I know you spent some time with it. You got that certificate. So I'm going to just go ahead and offer you a blocking traffic and pay $175 fine. That's a 0-point offense that doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State, and we'll dismiss the other matter. How about that?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
All right.
I learned a lot, and this has helped me, I help a lot of people. I have had 2 friends that they were drinking and driving, and I reached out to them and I told them, hey, you are being selfish because you're not thinking about yourself or others, and you ain't gonna get nowhere doing that, or you're gonna be always breaking the law and always gonna be in trouble. And
sometimes you can get some of those friends that listen to you, and sometimes you're gonna get the people that just won't listen and they're gonna have to learn on their own. And hopefully that doesn't end in a situation where they kill themselves or kill others, but it'll catch up with them at some point, so if Mr. Bachman, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Of course, Your Honor. For the record, Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant, P55052.
All right, and so will your client, for the purpose of this responsible plea, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
The purpose of the plea here today, yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to find him responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic. I'm going to fine him $175, and with stipulation of probable cause, I'm going to dismiss the other matter.
So stipulated, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Leon LaBoy, when can you pay?
This Thursday or Friday, the most late, All
right, what I'm going to do is, you said this Thursday or Friday, I'm just going to put in the system October, pay by October 22nd, 2021. And I'm going to just write this as a review at 8/25. If you have paid it, you don't have to show back up. If you haven't paid it, then I need you to show back up. All right?
Okay. I won't miss that, Your Honor.
All right. If it's nothing further, sir, you have a great day, and thank you for getting that class done.
No, and thank you for showing me that that's not the the way to do it. And
let me stop you. Let me stop. Let me get ahead of myself. You can do. Why don't we get 8 hours of community service out of you?
Yeah, sure.
And then that'll be in lieu of the fines and costs.
Sure.
All right. Let's do that.
Underneath my tape.
Mrs. Jones, Director Jones.
Good morning, Your Honor. The Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center will be more than happy to help facilitate his community service hours. If we can have his contact number, we'll get that started.
What's that contact number, Mr. Leon LaBoy?
Okay, 313-784-4952.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Banda's testimonial about how he felt about the community service and what it did for him and the community. So, I mean, this is what this program today, Wednesday, is community court. I didn't get a chance to announce it, and we'll do that momentarily, Director Jones. But this is what this is all about. So let's get 8 hours of community service. Can you give him your number?
Yes, Your Honor. The Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center number is 313.
Oh, let me grab a. Okay, 313
879
879
2155.
2155. Okay. Who should I ask for?
Mr. Phillips, Mr. James Phillips.
Mr. Okay.
All right, so what we'll do is I'm gonna give you until, but 2 weeks to get that 8 hours done. Is that good enough, or you need more time than that?
No. Can I start tomorrow, or how soon I can start doing those
Yes,
hours?
give us a call today and we will assign you for tomorrow.
Okay.
And, I'll change it to October 27th at 8:25 a.m. If you've completed it, you don't have to show back up. But if you want to let everybody know online and you've completed it, let everybody know online what you did, what you got out of it, that would be appreciated too. And we'll have you back then on the 27th of October. So very well, sir. If there's nothing further, if I don't see you on the 27th, that means you've completed it and you couldn't show up. But if I do see you, I look forward to hearing what you got done and how you felt about it, and and things like that.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Leon. Boy.
You're welcome.
All right.
Excuse me, am I in the right courtroom?
I hope so. What's your name?
My name is Eric Tavares.
Yes, you're here, Mr. Tavares.
Okay.
I can leave, Your Honor.
You can leave, sir.
All right, thank you.
Let's get Mr. Tavares. He has I got a good report from Mr. Tavares too. And I think Mr. Tavares was a little bit reluctant. Mm-hmm. Were you, Mr. Tavares?
Was I what?
You were a little bit reluctant to do the community service, weren't you?
What's that mean?
That you didn't really want to do it at first.
Oh, yeah.
I remember now. All right, let's go ahead.
No, I work midnights, so I did it all yesterday.
That's good. And all right, let's call your case. Since you work midnight, we're gonna get you back so you can get to bed. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Eric Todd Tavares, case number SP 122-39521. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Harry Hoffman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant. Sir, please state your name.
My name is Eric Todd Tavares.
All right. So at that time, sir, you had a failure to stop, unregistered, untitled, no insurance, and a disorderly conduct. And we were going to take the disorderly conduct under a 3-month delay. I don't know how you got so little community service, but you only had to do 8 hours. So, sir, I got a note that you completed that 8-hour community service. Let us know what you did and how you felt about it.
I made sandwiches. I helped them clean up and throw stuff away, fold clothes and stuff.
And who did you work for?
Some people on Woodward.
And so what did you get out of it? How did you feel?
It felt good. It was like it felt like I was like helping a couple people needed help taking their stuff to their car and stuff. It was just like I was doing good deeds.
So it sounded like you were doing something for maybe some homeless or something like that. You had some and when you do stuff like that, and it kind of makes you appreciate more what you have with the recognize people that do not have even, the ability to get a sandwich or something. Isn't that true? And be able to clothe themselves.
Yes, sir.
So, I know you were a little bit reluctant. I know you said you had some work to do, but you eventually stepped up and you said you'll take care of and you'll do the community service. And I iPhone there, you got to turn that up. A lot of times, it's and what this court is all about for a community court, a lot of times your money, the ability to do something physically or some service like that means a lot more than money to a lot of people. And I'm sure that those people that needed those clothes and needed those sandwiches appreciate you more than what you really know.
Yes, sir.
All right, so with that being said, I told you I was going to dismiss the matter, the U ticket, the disorderly conduct ticket, based on your completion of the community service. So I'm going to dismiss that matter, and all the matters will be dismissed as well. Mr. Tavares. Now, this is not going to be a revolving door. This is the whole point of this is to, hey, make up for what you did wrong and start moving forward and living life the correct way. And so hopefully I don't see you back in here again for this, but hopefully you will continue to continue that community service initiative that you started in helping the people that aren't in the position to help themselves right now.
I appreciate you, sir. I'm gonna try to go volunteer up there at least like once a month.
Sir, I'm sure that they will welcome that, and you won't know how good you'll be making people feel, but that's going to be a good thing, and that's what this is all about. All right?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Tavares, very good. I'm going to dismiss the matters, and you have a very good day, sir.
So I don't got to come to court no more?
No, you don't have to come to court anymore.
Cause I got some cards. I got some more cards in the mail, and it says I got a court date in December.
He's got a show clause. Let's call case number SP 122-39522, the city of Detroit versus Eric Todd Tavares. I'm going to dismiss that matter as well. All right. You don't have to worry. We're going to cancel all of it out based on your completion of community service.
I appreciate you, sir.
All right. Have a great day, sir.
You too.
All right. Now let's go ahead and let's start by Ms. Alcindor. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I haven't had a better way or found a better way to do this docket. I have two very good lawyers here to tackle this. And I guess so far we don't have as many people as we thought we were going to have. So I'm sure some more will come in. So first of all, let's start. Madam Hernandez, you still only identify one person that needs interpreter services?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Daniel de Leon Peña.
All right. Let me start by swearing you in, Madam Hernandez.
Okay.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth? I'm sorry. Do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. Very well. We can start the translation services for the one person that needs it.
Okay.
All right. And I want to start by saying today is Community Court Day. So my regular docket, the last names end in G, L, and O. So some people may be on here from my regular docket, but Community Court is all about the people that have received their tickets in the 4th precinct and are willing to settle up with some community service, as you've heard a few of the testimonials today.
Ok, déjenme comenzar diciendo que hoy es el día para la corte comunitaria. También tenemos algunos casos de nuestra lista de casos habituales. Hoy estamos en la Community Court con los casos GLO. Lo que significa Community Court es que son todos los tickets que fueron dados, están para comparecer ante el día de hoy ante esta corte. Y la idea es que las personas que recibieron dichos tickets estén dispuestos o tengan opción de pagar con horas comunitarias, devolviendo a la comunidad con trabajo y así reducir o quitar las multas, posibles multas o pagos que tengan.
All right, and I have online Director Jones and Mr. James Phillips from the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center, and they are the ones that are spearheading this community court, and I'm going to allow them to speak, or one or both of them to speak as it relates to what community court is all about.
Y nosotros tenemos aquí hoy, tengo el servicio que se llama Servicio Comunitario de Justicia, Centro Comunitario de Justicia del suroeste de Detroit. Es el centro que se encarga de coordinar todas estas programas y las horas de servicio comunitario. Yo tengo aquí a la directora, el CEO, que es la señora James, Lanice James, y al señor James Phillips. Son ellos los encargados de esto y me gustaría que ellos pues le explicaran de qué se trata este programa.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you for the opportunity to speak again today. I am Lanice Jones, the CEO of the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center.
Buenos días, su señoría. Muchísimas gracias nuevamente. Agradecida de estar aquí hoy. Mi nombre es Lanice Jones y yo soy la CEO encargada del Centro Comunitario de Justicia del suroeste de Detroit.
Our organization operates the only community court program in Michigan.
Nuestra organización programa el único programa de comunitario de Michigan.
This is a program where we are in partnership with 36th District Court and the Detroit 4th Precinct Police Department.
Y este es un programa que trabaja conjuntamente con la Corte 36 de Distrito de la ciudad de Detroit y con el precinto 4 de policía de la ciudad de Detroit.
Where we give those who receive low-level misdemeanor tickets in the Southwest Detroit 4th Precinct area.
Y donde nosotros a las personas que reciben tickets de infracciones leves por parte del precinto 4 de la ciudad de Detroit, le damos esa oportunidad.
The opportunity to opt into our program and do community service in order to help avoid jail and reduce your costs and fines.
Y de esta forma le damos la oportunidad a las personas que así lo deseen, primeramente de evitar el ir a la cárcel por dichas infracciones y segundo, reducir los pagos, posibles pagos que tengan que tener o quitarlos a cambio de horas de servicio.
This is an opportunity to not only reduce those court costs and fines through community service, but we are also available to help link you to any other community resources you may need, such as substance abuse treatment, mental health services, food, shelter, and we are about preventing you from further entering into the justice system.
Aparte de eso, nosotros no solo ayudamos con las infracciones que ustedes hayan tenido, pero también somos el recurso para ponerlos en contacto y ayudarlos con cualquier otra necesidad que ustedes tengan, como por ejemplo el abuso de sustancias, de cualquier sustancia. También si tienen algún problema o necesitan alguna consejería o consulta o terapia en cuanto a salud mental, y también ofrecemos a las personas que necesiten tener algún refugio, ir a algún refugio, también tenemos esos contactos y manejamos eso. Este es un programa que maneja y ayuda con muchas necesidades.
Finally, we are about providing community justice or social justice, moving clients from to a healing justice perspective so that they can live better lives. Thank you.
También ayudamos no solamente en esto, sino también como un servicio social de saneo de las personas que están o han estado dentro del sistema judicial. También ayudamos con eso. Y eso es todo. Muchas gracias.
Okay, let's start by taking a show of hands that anybody that got their ticket out of the Southwest area in the 4th precinct who would like to participate in the community service aspect of this. And I'll say this, if you do not want to participate and your last name does not end in G, L, or O, then we're going to send you back to your alphabet judge.
Dicho esto, quiero, ya he explicado esto, por favor necesito que me digan cuáles de ustedes quieren participar en este servicio de comunitario, y aquellos de ustedes cuyos apellidos terminen en G, L o O que no quieran participar, por favor digan para nosotros remitirlos entonces al tribunal que le correspondan, porque aquí solo vamos a hacer ahorita los que quieran adherirse al servicio comunitario. Señor León Peña, sí. Señor Daniel, ¿usted quiere adherirse al servicio comunitario, hacer horas de servicio comunitario y que lo ayuden con cualquier otro ticket, con cualquier otra cosa en vez de pagar?
¿Y cómo tengo que, escúchame, cuál es la otra opción de pagar?
Pagar las multas que le pongan o lo que le pongan y puntos o lo que sea en su licencia.
Ok, pero por ejemplo, si no hago la hora comunitaria, ¿me van a mandar a otra corte o solo me dan opción de pagar?
Lo van a mandar a otra corte con otro juez a que pague lo que tenga que pagar o lo que...
No, entonces yo sí, lo acepto entonces.
Ok, perfecto. Déjeme decirle entonces al juez y entonces ahorita, perfecto. Gracias. ¿Y usted es Daniel de León Peña?
Sí, Daniel.
Bueno, Daniel, con E.
Sí.
Ok. ¿Y tiene 2 tickets?
I would ask anybody that wants to participate, can they raise their hand on the Zoom in the chat?
Ok, señor Peña, levante su mano para que el juez vea que usted quiere participar.
Me gustaría participar en este programa.
Levante.
Hola, señor Hernández, me gustaría participar en este programa, por favor.
¿Y cuál es su nombre? ¿Cuál es su nombre, señor?
Marzette Lowe.
¿Y usted necesita intérprete de español?
¿Cómo?
¿Usted necesita intérprete de español o usted habla inglés?
Yo hablo 2 lenguas, español y inglés.
Ok, entonces yo le digo al juez que usted quiere participar, pero no necesita intérprete.
No, no necesita intérprete.
Okay, okay. Your Honor, Mr. Marcelo, he wants to participate, but he doesn't need an interpreter even though he speaks Spanish. And the other one, who is Daniel de Leon.
I can't hear you. I can't hear. Hold on a second. Somebody's gonna have to, Mr. With the iPhone, with your hand up, sir, in the car.
Señor,
What's your name, sir?
Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre?
What's your name, sir?
El mío.
Señor Peña, diga su nombre.
El mío.
¿Sí? ¿Sí?
Yes, what's your name?
Sí, señor Peña, diga su nombre al juez.
Daniel
Those are exits. I don't know if they're duplicates from Mr. Dillon.
Oh, no.
Your Honor, that's Danielle Pena. And if I can have co-host capabilities, I can assist with the name changing.
Okay, I hear you.
You're at Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center, you're under there? I can't even make you code or something. All right, let's see. I can make,
Excuse me, Judge, can I interrupt for a second?
I'm gonna get with you, Mr. Bermudez.
Okay, I don't think we're on this, the right docket today.
No, I don't think so either. So your client, did your client get his ticket out of the 4th precinct?
I believe so, yes.
Is your client gonna, if he makes a deal, does he want to clear his matter up with community service?
Well, I was hoping that we can make a deal with you, Your Honor. We got a real simple case.
You'd be making a deal with me, but if you make a deal, then that means you're gonna have some fines and costs. Does he wanna give for in lieu of fines and costs, would he do community service with it?
No, we're willing to pay the fines and costs.
All right, so you're gonna have to go back to whoever is handling the H cases then. Millhouse.
She's handling those this morning?
Yeah, unless your client wants to do community service, then you'll go to Millhouse.
We just want to pay up.
All right, you have to go to Millhouse then.
Are you guys taking the file there?
Yes.
I appreciate that.
All right, have a very good day, Mr. Bermudez.
Thank you. We're going to check in with her. About how much time will
Mario
it take?
Hernandez, correct?
Mario Hernandez.
All right, very well. Have a great.
We'll disconnect and then we'll connect with her.
Very well.
Okay, the file's going that way. Will they know what? Give it some time, or?
I don't know what they know. I'm gonna rely on you to make it happen, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get a hold of them. Thank you.
All right. All right. So we have a few hands up. We didn't get the gentleman's name with the there he is.
His name is Daniel, D-E.
Opinion.
Daniel Peña, exactly.
Daniel Peña.
All right. I have that. All right, so for those that do not want to do community service, I need to know that now so we can send you back to your alphabet judge if your name does not end in G, L, or O.
Yeah, I don't want to do community service. My last name starts with H, Selena Hinojosa.
You would go to Judge Millhouse as well. So can we get Judge Millhouse's number? So that's Mario Hernandez. And what is your name, ma'am?
Selena Hinojosa.
Hinojosa, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, so let's get Judge Millhouse's information, and they can call and zoom in over there. What about Rodney Ezel?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good morning to you. Are you ready to do community service, sir?
Yeah, I do it.
Very well. All right, let's start with Mr. Ezel. I'm going to get a few of these low-hanging fruit taken care of, and we'll call Mr. Martinez. I mean, is that Martinez? Mr. Lowe. Mr. Lowe. Mr. Lowe said do community service. Let me.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me call Mr. Rodney Cornelius Ezel. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Rodney Cornelius Ezel, case number SP121-64161, SP121-653-6, counts 1 and counts 2. Appears for the record, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffin for the defendant.
All right, Mr. Ezel, there's an offer here in the file for you to plead to the amended count of improper plates for the no insurance misdemeanor, and the other stuff will be dismissed. The fine will be 12 hours of community service, and once you complete that 12 hours of community service, I'll dismiss that misdemeanor. Sir, are you willing to take that deal?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, where are you, sir? All right, so let's start by, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this misdemeanor is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You understand by taking this deal, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's stated in the record?
No.
All right, sir, let me draw your attention back to June the 18th, 2021 at around 4:11 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Clark and Porter Street. Sir, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
You said that can you read that?
Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And on that date, sir, were you in operation of a 2007 Pontiac?
Yes.
And did that police officer ask you to produce valid insurance for that vehicle? Did he ask you to produce valid insurance for that vehicle, sir?
Yes.
All right, you couldn't do so, could you?
No.
And why is that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you couldn't produce it, so it doesn't matter why that is. Let's say this, sir, I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of improper plate, and I'm going to sentence you to 12 hours of community service. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm going to dismiss the other 2 matters. Sir, when can you complete the 12 hours of community service? How long will it take you to do that?
Within two weeks.
All right. Is that good enough, the 27th, Director Jones?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal as well. Thank you.
All right, complete by October 27th, 2021. I'm going to set it for review at 8:25 a.m. Again, if you've completed that community service, sir, you do not have to show back up. We'll get a report here from the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center, But if you want to show up after you've completed that and tell us what you got out of it, we would appreciate that as well too. That's not, you're not obligated to do that, but you are obligated to complete the community service. And you will be obligated to show back up if you have not completed by the 27th of October. So with that being said, sir, let's get a good phone number from you.
313-878-2221.
All right, sir. And do you have any pen so you can take the number down at the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center?
Yes.
All right, that number is 313-879-2155.
All right.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have you later on today set up some time where you can complete that. Mr. Peña. Mr. Peña.
Señor Peña, por favor.
You have to be or mute your device.
Señor, tiene que poner su micrófono
Last time you tell you.
En silencio, porque todo lo que dicen se oye. Tiene que poner su micrófono en silencio, por favor.
Ok, escúchame.
Ok. I'm
All right.
sorry.
All right. Dismiss. And give proper play. Dismiss on. All right, so I have written down that once you complete that 12 hours of community service, the misdemeanor will be dismissed and the other 2 matters will be dismissed as well, okay?
All right.
So if you don't have anything, all 3 of them will be dismissed once you complete community service.
All right.
All right, anything further, sir?
No, that's it.
All right, very well. Have a great day.
All right, thanks.
All right.
I'm gonna chat with Mr. Devin Mike, got his hand raised.
No, he's got, he wants to do community service as well. So everybody, I think, that have their hand raised.
Just lower his hand then?
No, you don't have to. We can, he's right here now. I have him next.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I would just wanted to double check and make sure that I'm in the correct courtroom. My name is Devin Light.
You're in the correct courtroom, sir.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. Stay on there. We're going to call you right now. This is the city of Detroit. This is the city of Detroit versus Devin, Asa, Armand Light, case number SP 109-82341, SP 11267611. I can't help you with this one, I don't think, sir. You're gonna have to go to Judge Ryan for that one. So those are the only ones we have. Appearance for the record, please.
Harry Baughman for the defendant.
All right.
Sir, state your name, please.
State your name for the record, Mr. Light.
Devin Asa Armand Light.
All right, so I have an offer here, sir, for you to plead to the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And with that, we will dismiss the red light ticket. That's a 2-point offense if you fled responsible to that. So you will avoid the 2 points. And you'll do 12 hours of community service. And once you complete that 12 hours of community service, then you will be able to get this case dismissed as well.
Okay, Your Honor.
You want to take that deal, sir?
Yes, I'll take the 12 hours of community service.
Well, let me see this. You're not in the Southwest Detroit area.
I was gonna say which area would I be considered in then, Your Honor?
Well, you can go over to your area over there. We can get you some community service over there in your area. So we're gonna have to put a referral for community service for him.
Here.
Yes, right, because he's on our regular docket.
Oh, okay, got it.
I wish they would get that straight. All right, we can get you some community service as well too, sir. Mr. Light, I'm gonna give you a telephone number. Can we have a good phone number for you, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. It's 248-667-6922.
All right. So let's generate a referral to probation for him. 12 hours of community service. Can you raise your right hand, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
All right, sir, let me draw your attention back to October 21st, 2020 at around 11:48 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Black Brash and Glenwood, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And did that Detroit police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No, sir.
Why is that?
I misplaced my driver's license and I had an appointment at the Secretary of State to get another one.
All right, so we have, I'll find you guilty of the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I'll take that under a 3-month delay. And I did say I'd take a step further. I'll dismiss immediately upon completion of 12 hours of community service.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, sir, we're going to get you a referral. You should get a call to probation, but I want you to write this number down. If you don't hear from them in the next day or so, by at least Monday, I want you to call them if you don't hear from them. You have an ink pen, sir?
No, but I can take it down on my cell phone whenever you're ready, Your Honor.
313-965-3414.
3414.
Yes, and how long do you think realistically it'll take you to complete that 12 hours?
2 weeks, Your Honor. 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, I'm gonna just give you I'm gonna give you 30 days because you're not doing this on behalf of the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center. I just want to make sure that the probation office here has time and everybody you have time to complete it. So I'm gonna have you back on November 10th.
Okay, I was gonna say, Your Honor, if I can get to the Southwest Community Center, is it okay if I do the community service there?
Well, I'd definitely be okay. They would love to have you over there, but I don't want to put you in a bad position where you're driving all the way from the east side to get over there to the Southwest Detroit.
Okay.
You know, so you can get something done in your area. Your area over there on the east side needs a lot of community service. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, let's have you back on November 10th, 2021 at 8:25. If you've completed that community service, I'll get record of that. And if you can't show up on that day, then that's fine, as long as you've completed it. If you haven't completed it, I'm ordering you to come back on that day. But you're more than welcome to come back and let us know what you got out of it and what you did.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, very well, sir. There's nothing further. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, and you enjoy the rest of your day too, Your Honor.
You as well. All right. Who was the individual that needed the interpreter services, Madam Hernandez? You're on mute.
Dígame.
Madam Hernandez is still on mute. Mrs.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Daniel Kenya.
Dígame.
Okay,
Yeah.
Daniel, please. All right, let's, Mrs. Selena is still on here. She hasn't, we need to get her that information.
Yes, I just called. She just confirmed. I can give her the phone number. Once she calls, the clerk will give you a new date to return.
Okay.
Okay, I did chat it to her. You should see it. Okay, it's area code 313.
313.
965.
365 was it?
No, I'm sorry, 965.
65.
Yes.
And then 2296.
2296.
Yes, and she'll be able to give you a new court date in front of Judge Millhouse.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. You do the same. Thank you.
Very welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's get Mr. Marzette Lorenzo Lowe. I have probation officers here waiting, and I know they have things to do because I'll look up and they'll be gone. We'll get them and Mr. Lowe on his way. All right, this is the city of Marzette Lowe. Are you there? There he is.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You don't need an interpreter, do you?
Yes.
You do need an interpreter?
No, sir.
All right, let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Marzette Lorenzo Lowe, case number 134865731. Appearance for the record, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman, P55052 on behalf of the defendant.
Okay.
Mr. Lowe, please state your name.
Mr. Lowe, please state your name, sir. Mr. Lowe.
Me?
Mr. Lowe.
Sorry, Marzette Lowe.
All right. You all right over there, sir?
Marzette Lowe.
Are you having trouble with your device?
I'm okay now, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Probation officer Sciatti, can you put your appearance on the record?
Sure, Judge. My name is Ken Sciatti. I'm a probation officer here at the court. I'm filling in for the officer of record. His name is James Jodas.
Okay. Let's go back. Mr. Lowe, you have entered into this agreement way back in 2015. Right? You remember that, right? Mr. Lowe?
Like you froze up.
We're having a lot of difficulty.
He's in the stairs now.
I know. You have entered in, you need to go.
I'm going up there. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you've entered into this agreement way back in 2015, right? We're gonna have to get a better connection. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
I said you entered into this agreement way back in 2015, correct?
Yes.
Where have you been?
Your Honor, well, it was actually in 2013, I believe. Since that time, my mom had passed away, and so I ended up moving. Just had some personal problems, basically.
All right, and what brings you back in here now?
Trying to resolve this matter, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Sorry about the passing of your mother, sir. I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but here we are. You enter into the guilty plea in 2015, on my birthday in 2015, by the way. But the offense date was in 2013, like you said. And back then, I think the court has come a long way. And I see some of the terms and conditions that were laid out for you. And this was a failure to display a valid driver's license. And at that time, for a failure to display a valid driver's license, the person was sentenced to 1 year probation, all kind of fines and costs, urinalysis, drug testing, shall complete the marijuana insight program. And I'm surprised, I mean, you must have your high school diploma or GED, because I've seen that listed here as well, and all kind of fines and costs. If you were to plead to that today in my court, I would sentence you to $240 fine and or 12 hours of community service. So, Mr. Schiatti, let me allow you your opportunity to speak to the matter before I determine what I'm going to do.
Okay, that's a good idea, Judge. I just want to present some facts from our probation department in regards to this defendant. This defendant was originally placed on probation, as you said, at the end of 2015. Was placed on for 1 year in order to pay $1,165 originally. And that amount now has grown to $1,398 due to a 20% penalty and a warrant fee. This defendant still has that outstanding. I want the court to keep in mind that he lifted his warrant on September 15th. So that would give this defendant another month to prepare himself to come today to resolve the matter like he wanted to, but he hasn't done that. He still owes a balance. I want to also inform the court that according to the pre-sentence report, this defendant has a 4-year degree from Wayne State University. You would think he would know responsibility. And that's something that the probation department is hopeful that.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I do know responsibility.
Wait a minute. Don't interrupt. I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak, or I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to your counsel and let him speak on your behalf, okay?
Yes, so sir. If I may continue, Judge, the defendant has not done the marijuana insight class, and what the probation department is concerned with is the amount of money owed. And we have no objection to the defendant doing community service. We have no objection. We would want the defendant to resolve this matter. We have no problem there. We're not recommending jail. We don't want to do anything harsh. We would just like him to resolve the case and for him to do community service and perhaps work something out so this defendant can close this matter. So hopefully we can get an adjournment for him to do community service and the defendant can have a successful probation.
All right. Now, I'll let you speak to that if necessary, sir, but I will say that, you know, based on what probation officer Schiatti said, as far as resolving the matter, you indicated that you realized that you had this ticket from 2013. You also indicated that you understood the terms and conditions at that time. However, through life circumstances and the passing of your mother, and I guess the situation you found yourself in at that time, that you could not, that you didn't complete it, and you indicated that to court. You also indicated that, and I asked you, why are you here now? You also indicated that you are here now to address the matter and confront the matter, and I think that's what everybody involved wants you to do. Now, I'm going to ask you this. Do you want to speak with your attorney, Mr. Boffman, before you speak, or do you want to say something as it relates to that?
No, I can go ahead and speak as it relates to the matter.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Thank you. I am here to resolve this matter this morning, Your Honor. And as speaking to what the counselor said in terms of my knowing my responsibilities, I am fully aware of my responsibilities. So that's not an issue here. It's just that, like you said, things happened along that time where I was not able to address those responsibilities. Nevertheless, I am here today and I would like to resolve this matter. Yo hablo la lengua de español con fluencia y yo quiero trabajar con la señora Miss Jones. I can work in the Southwest community, doing community service. I speak Spanish fluently, so I don't have a problem resolving this issue.
All right, and I think you just restated everything that I just said, and I don't think that Mr. Schiatti said anything wrong either. It is a responsibility issue, you know, regardless of what triggered you not taking care of the responsibility. It is an issue, but you are here now, and you indicated that in the beginning when I asked where you've been, and you are here now to take care of that responsibility. So I think that you were kind of you know, upset a little bit about the words and how Mr. Schiatti represented it, but he didn't say anything that wasn't correct either, I don't believe. So with that being said, and those words behind us, you were willing to clear up this matter with some community service, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. If I just might add one thing, I didn't mean to come across as I did, but throughout this whole process, it has been a process where it has basically criminalized me for driving without a license. I've taught in the city of Detroit for over 20 years. I've taught the Spanish language, and I get pulled over for not having a license. I'm on probation. I have to do marijuana, some program, and I just think that it was a very heavy-handed response. And I have been upset by that, because I could imagine if I'm being treated like this and for the service that I've committed to my city, I could imagine how anyone else is being treated. You go and work for 20 or 30 years, you get pulled over for no license, and you got to go on probation, parole, or you got to join this program. And I think it's all a financial system designed to.
All right, let me stop you. Now we're going over and you're delving into something other than what you said earlier. And what you're saying now is, first of all, it is a criminal offense to drive without a license. It's a misdemeanor in the state of Michigan. So they are going to be some consequences and repercussions behind them. And not only you and you entered into the guilty plea, you took responsibility for this at that time, and you accepted all of the terms and conditions that go along with that. Now, I started by saying that these are archaic fines, and I'm glad the court has moved in the direction that the penalties are not so harsh for that type of offense. But in 2013 and obviously 2015, that's where we were as a court and as a society and what the punishments were at that time. But by you now expressing the fact that you were upset with the penalties and being criminalized and serving all the additional fines and costs and being on probation, it takes it away from your lack of treating your responsibility because your mom died and the other situations at hand. It takes it away from that, and it puts it in the other arena that you did not do this additionally. That other stuff could apply, but you also did not do this additionally because you were upset because of the level of treatment that you received and what you've done for your community, and the fact that the only thing was you failed to display a valid driver's license. So that's why I always offer you the opportunity. I see you have your hand raised, and I know you want to speak, and I let you speak. But that's why I offer always for you to speak with Mr. Boffman before you speak to the court, because when you speak to the court, then all of that stuff is noted. And all of that stuff is taken under, everything you say is taken under consideration. So that's why I do that. I'm gonna let you speak one last time as it relates to that. We're not gonna keep going back over this situation. We're gonna get this situation past us. I've already told you that I don't believe in those archaic things back in the day about drug testing and probation for a driver failure to display a valid driver's license. And I do respect the fact that you, at least of what you tell me, is that you spent 30 years in the community. I have no reason to doubt you. You know, he's already said you're a Wayne State grad. I'm a Wayne State grad. And so I do take all of that other stuff into consideration. And I take under consideration the fact that you're here right now. Like you said, you want to put this behind you, and you want to do community service to do that. So I'll let you speak one last time before we put this matter to bed.
Thank you, Your Honor. My thing, Your Honor, is that I wish 7 years ago that I would have had an opportunity to do community service like today. You know, instead of having to go on probation and things, I would have gladly did community service. I enjoy working in the Hispanic community. I enjoy working in my own community. So if I had that opportunity, I would have gladly taken advantage of it.
All right. And like I said, you probably did have that opportunity at that time, but some reason the lawyer that you had, or you didn't represent that you would have done it or something, because there's always been a community service portion of this court and their obligation. But let me also add that everybody else at this time, you don't know how, I just got on the bench in May, and but I've been practicing since 2013, and I had to deal with these for my clients in these harsh penalties and things like that. And I had to fight on their behalf because I was a defense lawyer, but everybody in that time had to do this as well. So you should not be exempt from that either, you know. So like I said, we've moved along, which I say in a very good way, and let's put this matter to bed as far as if this is in front of me right now, and what do I need to do for the resentencing? I can just do that sua sponte, Mr. Boffman?
I would.
Now we're having trouble with his device. All right. Mr. Bosman?
I'm sorry,
Yes,
did you hear me? I would
Yes.
make a motion here and now for resentence.
All right, with that motion, I'm gonna grant that motion. What I'm gonna order you, sir, is to do 12 hours of community service. With that, what we'll do in today's time, we will amend this from a failure to display to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And with that being said, once the completion of the 12 hours of community service is done, we will dismiss the matter altogether.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I believe that's 2021 justice there.
Nice, thank you, Your Honor. Kindly, thank you, kindly.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Let's do this. Amend to allowing dismiss upon completion of 12 hours community service. Is there any objection from the probation department?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very well. All right, let's see. What's your good contact number, sir?
It's 313-765-4245.
And you said even though, despite the fact that you cannot, you did not offend in the 4th precinct, you will go over to the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center and get this done?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have an ink pen, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right, 313.
Yes.
879-2155. Director Jones and Mr. Phillips over there in the Southwest Detroit are taking notes on this. 12 hours of community service. When can you have that completed?
I can do 4 hours every Saturday, Your Honor.
So let's have you back. Let's have you back on November 17th for a review, 2021 review at 8:25 a.m. And if you complete that, I'll get a report. If you completed that by then, you don't have to show up, sir. But for you, I would hope that you would, and let us know what you got out of that, all right?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
But on the flip side of that, if you don't complete that, you do have to show up, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, if there's anything further, sir?
No, I'm all set. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have a great day, sir.
Okay, you too.
Buen suerte, señor.
We'll see you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, bye-bye. All right, let's go with Mr. Pena.
Señor Peña.
Sí, dígame.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready, Your Honor.
I'm sure he is.
Estoy segura que le está.
All right. Mr. Pena did his community service already?
Señor Peña, ¿ya usted hizo sus horas de servicio comunitario?
No.
No. I have the wrong spelling in there.
Ah, no, tenía el expediente equivocado.
Okay.
How does he spell his name?
Señor Peña, ¿cómo se deletrea su nombre?
Ajá. Daniel.
Deniel.
Very well. This is the
Muy
city
bien.
of Detroit versus Danielle Pena. Case numbers SP 1190767, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Este es el caso de la ciudad de Detroit contra el señor Daniel Peña. Los casos son los números SP 11907667, cargos 1 y 2. Sus comparecencias, por favor, empezando por la fiscalía.
For the record, Harry Boffman for the defendant.
No, mi nombre es Devin Light Hoffman y soy el abogado de el acusado.
Could you state your name, please, Mr. Pena?
Señor Peña, por favor, diga su nombre completo para que conste en el acta.
Daniel Antonio de León Peña.
Daniel Antonio de León Peña.
Okay, very well. Mr. Pena, are you willing to do community service and accept responsibility for this?
Entonces, muy bien, señor Peña. Entonces, ¿usted está dispuesto a aceptar la responsabilidad de esto y hacer horas comunitarias?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, the offer today is to plead responsible to the amended count of blocking traffic for the failure to stop at a stop sign. With that, you'll save yourself 2 points. I'll sentence you to 8 hours community service, and it will not have any effect on your driving record. It will not, it'll just be like an expensive parking ticket. And then I'll dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor.
Ok, señor Peña. Entonces, el trato es que usted se declare responsable del cargo enmendado, ¿verdad? De interferir en el tráfico. Y esto no tiene 2 puntos en su licencia como el cargo original, tampoco va a afectar su récord de manejo el día que usted vaya a sacar una licencia. Y le voy a desestimar los otros cargos que tenía pendientes, ¿verdad? Y solamente tiene que hacer 8 horas de servicio comunitario. ¿Está de acuerdo?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, sir. With that, I'm just going to ask Counselor, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
Yes, I will, Your Honor. So stipulated. Thank you.
Ok, yo le voy a preguntar entonces a su abogado, ¿verdad? Si están las estipulaciones dadas para hacer la enmienda en el ticket específicamente por el ticket de no haber obedecido la señal de pares. Sí, su señoría, estoy de acuerdo, ha sido estipulado.
And with that stipulation, Mr. Pena, I'm going to find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic.
Ok, y estableciendo esa estipulación dada por su abogado, entonces yo lo voy a poner aquí que usted se declara responsable de haber interferido, haber bloqueado el tráfico.
And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm going to dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor matter.
Y con esta estipulación de causa probable, yo voy a desestimar el cargo menor de no tener aseguranza.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Estipulado, su señoría.
And I'm going to sentence you to 8 hours community service with the South Detroit Community Justice Center.
Entonces, le voy a mandar 8 horas de servicio comunitario en el centro comunitario de justicia de la ciudad de Detroit.
Can you provide us with a good phone number, Mr. Pena?
Señor Peña, si es tan amable, ¿nos puede dar un número de teléfono donde podamos comunicarnos con usted?
Sí. 313.
313.
258.
Ajá.
2220.
Le repito, 313-258-2220.
Sí.
Okay, Your Honor, 313-258-2220.
All right, can you, the number for the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center is 313-879-2155. So you need to get in touch with them later on this afternoon.
Ok, señor Peña, anote este número. Usted tiene que comunicarse esta misma tarde con el Centro Comunitario de Justicia del Suroeste de Detroit al siguiente número de teléfono. 313 879 2155.
Okay.
Le repito, 313-879-2155. Esta tarde, tan pronto pueda, para hacer esas 8 horas.
Ok, gracias.
Ok, thank you.
I'm going to give you until October 27th to complete that. If you've completed that, sir, I'll get record from them letting me know you did. You don't have to show back up at 8:25 a.m., but if you haven't completed it, then you need to be here at 8:25 a.m. on October 27th. And if you do complete it and you want to show back up and let us know what you did, we would love to have it.
Ok, señor Peña, usted tiene que haber completado esas horas de servicio comunitario para el día 22 de octubre. ¿Ok? Entonces, usted ya ha hecho esas, comparece aquí ante la corte a las 8:35. A nosotros nos gustaría que usted viniera y nos dijera qué ha aprendido en esas 8 horas de servicio comunitario, diera su testimonio sobre ello. Pero lo único que tiene que hacer es las horas, ¿verdad? Y aparecer si usted quiere o no ese día. Lo tiene que haberlas hecho para ese día, ¿entendió?
Ok, yo la hago para el 22 de octubre.
Sí, señor.
Ok.
Antes del 22 de octubre.
Sí.
Y el 22 de octubre se presenta en la corte siquiera para decir que las hizo.
¿Pero obligado o no?
No, si quiere.
Oh, ok.
¿Ok?
Sí.
Okay, so I will do that before the 22nd of October. Yes, at 8:25. And should I show up? No, only if you want to let us know how do you like it. Okay.
All right. Is he asking me, does he want me to do do I want him to show up?
Okay, señor, entonces, ¿usted quiere venir a la corte el 22 o no quiere venir a la corte el 22 para dejarnos saber cómo le fue?
No voy a poder ir porque tengo cita con mi bebé.
Okay, I cannot show up that day because I have my baby's appointment.
All right, very well. As long as
Muy
you
bien. Siempre y cuando usted cumpla con las horas para ese día.
Sí.
Yes.
All right, have a great day, sir. You're free to leave.
Okay, señor, que tenga un día, ya se puede retirar, puede desconectarse.
Muchas gracias.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Ms. Kilgrove, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Do you don't want to do community service?
I was in the breakout room for Judge Robinson, but I was kicked out of the
I don't believe she belongs in this courtroom. She's not on our docket for today.
Yes, can you call over there for her and let them know she was in the breakout room and see if she can get back in, or they can give her another date, Miss Catherine Kilgore or Judge Robbins. All right, we'll see about that, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Brown, do you have a good connection now?
I do, Your Honor, but could you give me 5 minutes? I just left from 36th District Court and I'm pulling into Madison Heights District Court.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead. All right, what do we have next?
Your Honor, may I ask again there is somebody else that needs
Sir?
my services?
Certainly.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más en la galería de Zoom que necesite un intérprete de español? Estoy buscando al doctor López Noriega, Rolando López Noriega, se encuentra presente en la galería. Okay, Your Honor, nobody answered, and I request specifically somebody that for reporting services send me the name, and it looks like he's not there either.
Who was that person?
The last name is Lopez, Lopez, hyphenated Noriega, Noriega, Rolando.
Did they check in? Well, they went through this morning? Okay. All right, then that'll do it. You know, I don't know if anybody else is gonna come in or not, but if we can get back in contact with you, if someone does, well, we don't have that many more people to go, but.
Okay, no problem.
Let's give it a few more minutes. Ms. Kilgore, if you sign off and sign back into their courtroom, they said that they'll let you in.
Okay, thank you.
All right, make sure you have your name attached to it so they see that, all right?
Okay.
Have a great day now.
You too.
All right, let's go with Maya Davis. Are you there?
I am.
Do you want to do community service, ma'am?
I do not.
All right, so you're gonna have to go to your courtroom as well. Who's got the deeds?
Christina Garrett.
334, Your Honor.
You might need to go to drug treatment court. Where are you, ma'am?
Drug treatment court?
Yes. Where are you? Let me see your face.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I think you might need some treatment, ma'am. Would you agree?
To treatment, no, I would like to go to trial.
Oh, you want to go to trial? All right.
Yes.
So who's her?
Christina Garrett. Yes, Christina Garrett.
All right, let's get you over to Judge Christina Garrett. Let's call over there and let them know that Ms. Davis has been in the court since this morning, and she elected to not. She wants to go. She wants the trial date, so I don't know how if they want her to zoom in now or not. We'll find that out for you, ma'am, and we will just sit tight.
All right, thank you.
All right. All right. Let's call Jessica Louise Luderman.
Hello, Judge.
Good morning, ma'am. Did I get that middle name right?
You did.
All right. So this is the city of Detroit. Are you? Do you want to do community service, ma'am?
I would love to do community service.
Is there a possibility that you can get over to the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center? And the reason why I ask you that, because I see that your matter was on the east side that you got pulled over.
Yes. No, wherever you would like me to go is fine.
All right, very well. So let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Jessica Louise Luderman. Case numbers ST 1177154, counts 1 and counts 2, and ST 1177571. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, would you please state your name for the record?
Jessica Louise Ludeman.
All right, Ms. Ludeman, there's an offer here in the file to plead to the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. That's for the drove while license not valid or improper ticket. I'll take that under a 3-month delayed sentence. But I told, just like everyone else, I'll dismiss that ticket upon completion of 12 hours of community service now. And with that stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other 2 matters. So you won't have anything on your record. Once that 12 hours is completed, everything will be dismissed. You want to
Thank
take
you
that?
very much. Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And ma'am, you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
I do now.
All right, and that's some serious stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter, ma'am?
Yeah, I do now, yes.
Do you understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
You say yes?
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, you just didn't mention that driver course I took yet, but no.
You did take the driver course, didn't you?
I sure did.
I saw that, and I got that email from you. All right, so let me know, what did you think about the driving course?
I did like it. It was very informational, things that you wouldn't necessarily have thought of before you took the course.
And just briefly, what are some things you wouldn't have thought of before you took the course?
Well, you would think that when there's just a light rain on the freeway that it wouldn't affect your driving. You would think when there's more rain, it would affect it more, but that is not necessarily true because the oil mixes with the rain and then it causes it to be slippery. A lot of rain or light rain can be bad for different reasons, but that's one that people wouldn't really think of.
That is something that particularly caught my attention as well. I never would have thought of it in that regard. I thought that, any kind of rain, I just didn't associate the oil on the road with the water. And that was something that was, and they say that the first 15 minutes of that is the most dangerous period of time, correct?
Yeah, it's the light rain, first rain, however. So yeah, just the very beginning of it.
See, I've learned something from you guys, and I haven't even taken the course, but I feel like I have. And give us one more thing that you felt that was that you felt that you learned that you didn't know ahead of time.
Something I didn't know ahead of time. I mean, I can tell you a lot of stuff I learned, not necessarily anything I know now, like impact is the same as gravitational forces, which is you want to be in your car at all times. That's why it's important to keep your seatbelt on. It's a very powerful thing that can tear you apart within seconds if you are perhaps maybe ejected from your car. The kinetic energy, obviously momentum, the faster you're going, the more time it's going to take you to slow down or stop. Following too closely is the #1 cause of accidents on the freeway, which kind of makes sense. One-way streets is used to decrease the amount of traffic or help with the flow of traffic, but it also can cause problems because people go the wrong way down one-way streets.
All right, get up, ma'am. This is not time for you to be sleeping or laying down. All right, I'm sorry about that. So, with that being said, there's no question that you took the course And as you indicated, you really got something out of the course. And I think the main reason why we asked you to take the course was the excessive speed on the top street of going at least 51 miles per hour. So you were going 21 miles per hour over the speed limit, which is a 4-point offense. But you get to avoid that today with your completion of that course and you doing 12 hours of community service. Once you complete that 12 hours of community service, then you'll not have anything on your record. Everything will be dismissed. But I'm going to dismiss the other two. So let me draw your attention to what is this, March the 16th, 2021 at around 4:02 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of
Davison and Mound.
Davison and Mound at around, so did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
I did.
And on that date, did the Detroit police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
I could not. I mean, I gave him one. I honestly didn't know my license was suspended at that time. So. Very
well. And that's because your license was suspended. So we're going to find you the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. With the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'll dismiss the other two matters.
So stipulated. Thank you, Your Honor.
And I told you I would allow that to be taken 12 hours of community service, and we'll dismiss the matter completely for the 12 hours of community service.
Okay, thank you.
And you indicated that you would do that, go to the Southwest Detroit area and complete that community service. I'll be happy to accommodate you, ma'am. I don't necessarily, I would like to have your phone number for the file, but I don't want you necessarily to put it out there what YouTube and the world would hear it unless you don't have a problem with it, but you can also put it in the chat if you want.
I mean, I could just put it in the chat. That's fine. I can do that right now.
Very well.
I just put that in there.
Yeah, to everybody else too, but that's fine.
I didn't know how to do it. Sorry. So I guess everybody has it, whatever.
Well, not everybody in the YouTube world probably, not on YouTube. All right. So with that being said, ma'am, how long do you think it'll take you to complete the 12 hours community service?
I'm a student and I'm a single parent of a kindergartner, so I have a lot going on. Could I say like 3 weeks?
All right, I'm going to give you better than that. I'll give you till November 10th. Let's see, what's the November 10th? That's 4 weeks.
Awesome.
I'm going to set this for a review at 8:25 a.m. If you complete that community service, we'll get that information from the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center. You don't have to show back up, but on November 10th, but you're more than welcome to. If you don't complete that community service, then you're ordered to show back up, so you don't have a choice in that regard. And do you have an ink pen, ma'am?
I am ready. I'm just going to put it into my phone. So I'm ready.
All right, that would be 313-879-2155.
879-2155?
879-2155, yes.
Okay, and that's the number that I would call to set up the community service.
Yes. Anything further?
Okay. I'm sorry?
Anything further, ma'am?
Oh, no, that is all. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right, have a great day. Slow down.
I will. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Lanice, Ashay, Gould Hooks.
It's Hicks. Yes.
I'm sorry. Oh, you were sleeping.
Yes, Your Honor. I just got off at 3 o'clock this morning working a Chrysler job.
Well, you got a good job, huh?
I guess.
You driving a brand new Chrysler vehicle there?
We are actually making the new Wagoneer that's coming out.
Now, what type of
And the
vehicle?
Ram. The Wagoneer and the
Your device is not it's not coming
okay,
through.
can you hear me now?
Maya Davis, she wanted to go to your other court, didn't she?
Judge, yeah, Christina Garrett's court.
Yes, Maya Davis, are you there? Where's Maya Davis?
I'm sorry, I'm here.
You didn't want to do community service, is that correct?
No, I do not.
So why didn't we get you the information to the other court?
They did not. This is the only information they gave me.
All right, send Maya Davis over to Judge Christina Garrett.
I have a phone number. She said to call her, she'll talk to me.
All right, yeah, you ready, ma'am?
It's 313-965.
313. I'm sorry, 1 second. 313-965.
2290.
All right. Thank you.
Get this file over there for you.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day, man.
You too.
Who just called in at 3415-7022?
I did. My name is Danica Drain.
Let's see.
I can give you a phone number.
Green?
Drain, D-R-A-I-N.
Okay, D-R-A-I-N.
Yeah, let me give you the number because we haven't interpreted.
No, I'm saying, this is another person, D-R. What are you here for?
I had a court date with Coleman, Judge Coleman, Lisa Jones Coleman today at 10 o'clock, but I went to, I guess, the wrong courtroom, and they sent me over to this courtroom, and now I'm trying to figure out what's going on because I just had court Monday with Judge Garrett about the same house.
Spell your last name?
Drain, D-R-S-D as in dog, R-A-I-N.
And your first name?
Danica, D-A-N-I-C-A.
D-A-N-I-C-A?
Yes.
Okay. Dominique?
With who?
Is your middle name Dominique?
No, my name is Danica, D-A-N-I-C-A.
What's your middle name?
April.
D-A-N-I-C-A, Drain, D-R-A-I-N.
Yes.
I don't know what you're doing in here. I don't see your name. I don't see a name, so. I don't know what you get a ticket number from her or something. What's the ticket number?
Ticket number is, give me 1 sec, let me pull it back up for you. It's 21352627.
Two 21352627. 21352627.
I don't have it. What's your last name, ma'am?
Drain, DRAIN.
Deanna, DKNICA.
Mrs. Drain, is that a new ticket you have?
It was, what happened was I had a court date Monday with Judge Garrett. Then I got another paperwork in the mail and I had a court date today with Judge Elisa Jones Coleman.
Do you have a hyphenated name?
Yeah, no, I don't have a hyphenated last name, but the judge did on the ticket. I mean, on the hearing that I had today.
Yeah, I don't know what she's got. I don't see you have anything, so. All right. You got to on this. Bull Hicks, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how to help you, Miss Drain. I just don't know how to help you. I'll only suggest that you call Miss Judge Alicia Jones Coleman's court because I don't see anything in the system for you at all.
Okay, that's what they just sent me over to here, and they said call this number.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
went to
why.
that courtroom, and they said go to this. They gave me this courtroom number.
Did you get the ticket out of the 4th precinct?
I went on the 36th District Court, and that's how I got the ticket ID. But I also looked at my paperwork that they sent, that they mailed out to me, and they gave me this judge and this courtroom number.
And that ticket number is 21352627.
Yes.
And there's no more numbers added to that?
No, sir.
Letters?
No, sir.
Yeah, I don't have anything here. You can take a screen. You can take a screenshot and email it to us. I'll put the email address in the chat. But other than that, I don't have anything. I'm gonna put my email address in the chat, and you can send me that information so we can look at that. But other than that, I don't have anything under your name that's open.
Okay, because I know when I looked at the 36th District, when I just went on the line and looked at my case, and this is the case ID number they gave, the 21352627.
Well, send us what you're looking at. Send us a screenshot of what you're looking at. I'll put it in my email address in the chat. And then
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go back. Ms. Bull Hicks, are you still there?
Yes.
All right, let's call the case. You don't like Chrysler?
It's not hard. I'm not gonna say it's hard, but it's not easy either with these hours. And then I just had a son. He only one.
How long have you worked there?
Almost 3 months.
So you just started. How old are you?
21.
So I started at Ford when I was 23 years old, back in '96. And I spent 25.8 years there. And it got me to become a journeyman pipe fitter, where I was eventually in skilled trade. Then it also got me to law school, and I worked there through going to law school. And actually, I finished my undergrad while I was working there, and then I went to law school and finished there. And then I was practicing as a lawyer. And then my last year and a half there, I was appointed to be the benefits rep in the union. And I say all that to say, I too was at a time where I had to work afternoons all my life, most of my career there because of my seniority day. But I fought through it, and I ended up enjoying afternoons. I worked midnights too for a while, but also I say all that to say that is a lot of opportunity there to make a lot of money and to live a very good life. And the benefits are, I'll tell you what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to retire under the Ford Motor Company benefits plan because I'm paying money, big money right now to have benefits through the city of Detroit. So you don't have to pay those things. So you're in a world that is, as long as you stick with it, you can have a very good life and take care of your family. And there's opportunities, endless opportunities there. You know, you could be the next CEO of Chrysler Corporation if you put your mind to it. So let's get on with the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Lanish Ashay Gould Hicks. Case numbers SP12045, strike that, SP1204656, counts 2 and counts 3, and SP120508, counts 1 and counts 2, SP120588, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Ayana El-Sindor, Ayana El-Sindor, House Counsel, appearing on behalf of Ms. Gould Hicks. Ms. Hicks, state your full name.
Gould Hicks.
May it please the court, Dante Goss, P60162 on behalf of the city of Detroit. Your Honor, Officer S. Rhea and Officer James both did appear, and I released them at 10 o'clock because both of them said they had no recollections. So the city is moving to dismiss tickets in the enforce 562, 6563, 0861, and 0862 with no officer recollection.
So say that again, which one are you dismissing?
6562, 6563, 0861, 0862.
Okay, now we're dealing with 1205088, counts 1 and counts 2. This Gould Hicks seems to, let's see if you got those tickets after these matters were already taken up. 6/26/2021, 5/26/2021. So they should have been on the base docket. Those tickets were had on the same day.
By what officer?
I'm going to see. By the same officers. So.
Which officer was it?
This is Officer James, Christopher James.
It was on the same day, Your Honor?
It was on the same day, 5/26/2021. And 5/26/2021 at 12:10 p.m. and 5/26/2021 at 12:20 p.m.
And I move to dismiss with no officer.
All right. So based on that, I'm sure that you, Ms. El-Sindor, or Ms. Gould Hicks don't have a problem and any objection to dismissing those matters, do you?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Regulation of proper caution.
For the extra time. You know something, I understand that dismissing with probable cause for civil liability. But how can you dismiss with probable cause if the officer does not recollect?
But the actual stop, that's what we're saying.
I understand that, but that's what we're talking about. Is that right? Okay, all right. With that being said, will your client stipulate the probable cause for the stop?
No, Your Honor.
Well, and let her know. Let her know.
The officer was actually just giving her a break and dismissing these matters. So that's why they, dismissed this matter to give her a break.
Could I have a breakout room with Ms. School Hicks?
Yeah. Sure. Ms. School Hicks, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the attorney, all right?
Hi.
And you can explain to her, I'm sure you will explain to her what that stipulation means, all right? All right.
Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, certainly,
no,
may.
no, not yet.
Oh, wait. All right, I do
This
that.
person, I gave the phone number because they have they're having a hard time zooming in. So.
But just when you brought that up, Madam Hernandez, they got someone else that needs your services.
I hope he can connect.
No problem.
Well, and we're having a problem with him being able to connect. All right. So Ms. Gould Hicks is probably going to get all the matters that are on the docket today, plus two other matters that weren't on the docket today. Since I don't know why they didn't get on the docket, because they were had at the same time. All right, let's move on to
And Judge, this is Attorney Brian Brown. I'm sorry. We're ready on Dela Cruz whenever the court is ready.
I was going to just say that because you're the last person. Officer Franklin.
Yes, sir, Officer Franklin.
I think that, good morning to you, sir. I appreciate you, your patience. I think that the Mr. Bruton probably knew you were going to show up, so he didn't show up. I don't know, he might have missed out on a good opportunity. I don't know if you were willing to do something or what you were willing to do.
Yes, this is the second time. He didn't show up last time either.
All right, let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Keith Bruton, case number SP11634181. Appearance for the record, please.
Harry Baughman for the defendant, Your Honor. He is not appeared, and I do not have a better explanation for his absence. Sorry.
Put your appearance on the record, Officer Franklin.
Officer Franklin, City of Detroit, Police Officer Badge 129.
Okay, today is the date and time set for a formal hearing that was set for 9 a.m. It is now 10:40 a.m. Mr. Baughman, do you have any excuse for your client or not?
I do not know where my client is, Your Honor. I don't have an explanation for his absence today.
All right. We're going to put a bench warrant out, I guess. I hate to put a bench warrant out for a red light ticket. You say this is the second time you were here?
Yes, to court on him. Yep, and he didn't show up the first time either.
It seems that he showed up at least once because it was set for a formal hearing. Let's see what's going on with Mr. Bruton. Yeah, I don't understand it. He only has this one matter. What we'll do is we'll send him a show cause one more time, see if he wants to take care of it. I'll have it noted that you showed up, Mr. Franklin. And so with that being said, you're free to leave, sir. You be safe, all right?
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, you have a better one. Thank you. All right, let's go back on the record, Mrs. Gould Hicks, I'm sorry. I've given you an opportunity to speak with your client in the breakout room. Is there going to be a stipulation of probable cause at this time?
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
Very well. So with that stipulation, ma'am, I'm gonna dismiss all the matters because of no officer.
Your Honor, so that Ms.
Yes.
Gould Hicks can keep a record of her charges, could you read which charges are being dismissed?
Okay, I'm
The
gonna,
offenses.
yeah, that's fine, because I just let Ms. Nash know that we're gonna include those other cases, because they should have all been included in this hearing, and they weren't. I see why they weren't, because for some reason that officer entered, or I don't say the officer, I won't even say who did it, because I don't know. But for some reason, it appears maybe these civil infractions were entered into the system first, entered into the system on 6/3/2021. And that's for a different day. You got stopped 2 days in a row, didn't you?
Yes.
So for the 6/10/2021, for the 5/26/2021, that's Officer Christopher James. Civil infractions were entered into on 6/10/2021, and misdemeanors were entered into on 7/18. So I don't know if that, but nevertheless, the officer was the one that wrote the tickets for local. So he was here for a formal hearing that was set. So that's the reason why that we dismissed those matters. So for the record, ma'am, we're dismissing case numbers SP 1204, 656, counts 2 and counts 3. We're also dismissing SP 1205086, counts 1 and 2. And we're also dismissing SP 1205088, counts 1 and counts 2. All right?
Okay.
You didn't even write that stuff down.
I did not.
All right, ma'am. So have a great day.
I did have a question. So I was looking up cases like what I did have to pay online. So I was just wondering if I still had to pay those online, because I know that I did get pulled over. I was doing DoorDash one day, and they told me that my license was suspended and that I couldn't drive. And I paid the $90 that they wanted me to pay for my license to be unsuspended. So do I still have to?
You should have gotten, you got a license now, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, no, these cases are gonna be dismissed.
All of them?
All of them. Why, you want me to only dismiss one or two of them and you plead guilty to the other ones? You gotta wake up. I said all this and it sounds like I'm talking to a wall. They worked you hard last night, didn't they?
Yeah, I worked from 4:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning. That's almost 12 hours.
I know, but you got paid. So here's the smallest violin for those hours that you got paid. Good money. If you keep it up, I told you, you will be very happy with the money you'll be making soon.
Yes, I know.
And you know the easiest part about that job, when I found out, when I started working at Ford, easiest part, let me strike that. The hardest part about that job is showing up. Once you show up, that's the only job I know of that they pay you as soon as they see your face. And then on you just get through the day after that. But if you don't show up on time, they will fire you in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. I didn't see it happen.
It's gonna happen, but if you show up on time every day, you're gonna get paid, and then the world is gonna be very good for you. All right?
Yeah. Okay. So
keep up.
If I look up these cases now, would they still have a balance on them or would they go away?
No, they're gonna go away. They're not gonna have a balance. They'll have dismissed. They'll be there. You'll see, it'll be no dollar amount and you should see a closed CLSD on there, right?
So how long do it take to see no dollar amount?
We're gonna do that right now.
Okay.
You go to sleep, and then when you wake back up and look it up, you'll see it closed, all right?
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, ma'am. Any other questions?
You too. No more questions.
All right, there we go. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, last but not least, so.
We did stipulate, Your Honor?
Yeah, we did stipulate. Ms. Hernandez, that would be it today for you.
Okay.
We definitely appreciate your high level of professionalism there. I enjoy being able to almost talk freely and say whole paragraphs, and you just go ahead and just roll it right off. So I appreciate that.
Thank you, Your Honor. I really enjoy this court and your talking. I really enjoy it.
Sorry. Have a great day, ma'am. I hope to see you very soon. We're here every Wednesday, so.
Yep. Yeah, bye-bye. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
You didn't show up. All right, let's go last but not least with Mr. Dela Cruz. So, Mr. Dela Cruz, where are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm right here, sir.
All right, Mr. Dela Cruz, we're recalling the case of Mr. Gil Gorgiano Dela Cruz III. Counselor, you can put your appearance on the record now.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Brown, PA0560, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gil Dela Cruz.
Yes, so, all right, Mr. Dela Cruz, we were here earlier last month or sometime, right? And
Yes.
You had a whole laundry list of stuff. And we talked about, we talked about a lot of things that day. I think that you indicated that at first you were a little bit reluctant to do the community service. And then we talked about that, and then you got on board and you said that you were ready to change your life up. You were ready to start doing things the right way. And you're what, 21 years old, right?
Yeah.
And I did see that you got the community service done. How you got such a good deal, I don't know. Because it's only 25 hours of community service, and with the laundry list of stuff that you have here, I don't understand it. But the one disturbing part about it is, it appears by what you told the court that since you did the stuff, or in between that time, you got some more tickets.
Yeah, I had got pulled over at work.
And what is this?
The ticket is do you want the ticket number or the date? It was a week ago from today. It's P1260895, and then the other one is P1260884.
All right, let's see what that has. So, Counselor, which ticket are you representing Mr. Dela Cruz on, or are you representing him on all of it? Because you weren't here when he entered into the agreement to do the community service, were you?
No, I was not, Your Honor. I was just really retained on these matters, but I was not present.
Mr. Dela Cruz figured that he did the community service, and I know we had the conversation of him not getting in any more trouble. And he went out and got himself some more tickets. So he said, wait a minute, let me go get one of these high-powered lawyers and help me out with this thing. Is that what happened?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that's what happened. And also representing Mr. De Cruz on another matter at the court. So I'm familiar with Mr. De La Cruz in his cases.
So he's just running amok everywhere then?
No, Your Honor. I would say that I would say one thing. I have been Mr. De La Cruz's attorney for several months, and I have seen a drastic improvement in Mr. De La Cruz maturity level from when I first started representing Mr. De La Cruz, as far as him working, handling his responsibilities, he has a new out. So I have seen growth before my eyes.
See, Mr. De La Cruz, that's what I say. You hired them high-powered lawyers. That's just good lawyer talk. I got 2 other lawyers on there that do the same thing all day too. So that's just good talk. I hope that's the truth.
Yes, it's the truth.
All right. Now, what exactly are you representing him on, Mr. Brown?
Your Honor, I was aware of I wasn't aware of all the tickets that Mr. De La Cruz had. He informed me of a particular ticket involving a controlled substance that was bifurcated from a case that I'm representing him in circuit court, and I believe they charged him with some type of possession of a controlled substance or prescription of some sort.
Okay, so that would be the U5634322 case, right?
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
Now, for some reason, I don't see the other tickets on here. Maybe, when are those other tickets? Did you have those actual tickets in your hand?
Yeah, I have them in my hand.
So those tickets haven't hit the system yet. So we're here for what Mr. De La Cruz has entered into on, I should start writing the date, the last time you were here. You entered into doing the community service. We said if you complete 25 hours of community service, then we will give you another opportunity and clean the slate. So I want to ask you, I do have a report from the Southwest Community Justice Center that says that you have met your responsibility with completing that community service. So I'm going to congratulate you on that. And what I also want to hear from you, first of all, what did you have to do?
So I was working with the one on Woodwork. So I was folding clothes, I was sorting clothes, getting clothes for the homeless, shopping for them, basically, like restocking, cleaning, doing dishes, mopping. Like it was fun. I got to meet some good people, talk to some people about my life and stuff. Like it was decent. I think I'm a volunteer willingly here and there too, just to do it, to give back to the community.
Yeah, I think that you're particularly you young people are 21 years old. I don't even think that you realize what type of skills and what type of level you can compete at in this world. But I definitely think when you do things like this, you realize how important it is, and it also is a wake-up call to how fortunate you are to be able to have shelter, be able to clothe yourself, not have to worry about your next meal and things like that. And it is unfortunate that those people are in that position for whatever reason, but it is good that we have people like yourself that was willing to answer the call and to help those people out. So I think that community service is one of the most important things that that people with the ability do, because you're helping people out, and I guarantee they appreciate that immensely. So I'm gonna let Mr. Phillips, is he there? Yeah. Mr. Phillips, I know that probably you spoke and you probably were the intake person for Mr. Dela Cruz. Can you give us some insight on what you saw with him when you first met him and what you see with him now, despite the fact that he's still out there picking up tickets?
When I met Mr. Dela Cruz, we had a talk for about 45 minutes, right? And he was telling me all the things that he would like to plan to do for him and his son. And there has been some things that was going on in his life that was kind of separating him too. But so he's got his son, and he wants to spend all that time with raising his son. I think he's on track. He might have slipped off a little bit, but I think he really is sincere about getting his stuff his acting. Yes.
So what do you want to do with yourself, sir? What kind of dreams and ambitions do you have for yourself?
So I honestly want to get my own trade. I want to usually I want to continue my dad's business of being a plumber because he's got a business doing Gills Plumbing, or I want to learn how to work on cars for real.
I told you, I'm a journeyman pipe fitter plumber. I spent 4 years in the apprenticeship program with Ford Motor Company. I started that in 2002. It took me till 2006 to do that. I got my journeyman card in 2006. And you know, your dad, how many people does your dad have working with?
He's got like 3 or 4.
And then you particularly, you come from a situation where your parents have means, and I'm sure your dad's making pretty good money and has provided a pretty good way of life for you, correct?
Yeah, he did. I'm grown now. You feel me? I take care of myself now.
You know, well, let's talk about grown. Let's talk about being grown. All right, let's start. Failure to disregard the red signal, improper license, unregistered, untitled, no insurance, 16 to 20 over, improper license, unregistered, untitled, no insurance, failure to stop, expired plates, improper license, no registration, improper insurance, driving in an unsafe manner, improper passing, disregard the red signal or amber signal, expired plates, no registration, no proof of insurance, driver's license revoked, unregistered, untitled, no insurance misdemeanor, and a narcotics drug violation to top it all off. Is that the direction that your parents had set out for you when you were coming up?
No, sir.
Not at all, is it?
No.
I mean, so you in particular had the opportunity, and I'm sure they laid out the opportunity for you to do and for you to be whatever you want to be.
Yes.
Didn't they?
Yes, he did.
They provided a very good home for you. You haven't missed a meal, have you?
No.
Unlike those people over there on Woodward Avenue who are just there just to get a sandwich, is probably going to be their only meal for that day.
Yes, there was a lot of homeless people that was coming there for food.
It was a lot of them.
It was.
And you never had the experience that did happen.
No.
And your dad is still out there working hard every single solitary day, isn't he?
Yes.
And he's giving you the opportunity to come in. Probably not now. He'd probably say, I don't even want my son because he's not gonna do like he needs to do. He's not gonna be here on time. He's not gonna do like he needs to do. What does he think about you now? As far as working for
Honestly, if I ask him if I can go to work with him, he'll let me go to work with him. It's just I got a job now, so you feel me? I'm doing my own thing. But eventually, I am gonna start going with him more because I did when I was younger. Because there's a lot of more stuff you can show me how to do, and better ways to do it. You feel me?
And what are you doing now?
Right now, I'm working at Happy's, but I'm trying to get another job. I want to get 2 jobs. I want to do a night shift, but I'm still on tether, so it's kind of hard to do it.
Well, sir, I mean, I think you've already, basically what you're telling us now is you're really wasting your time with Happy's. You're really wasting your time trying to get another job. I'm sure Mr. Brown knows how to get those tether restrictions loosened up for you. If you can show honestly and substantiate that you're going to work with your dad on a daily basis and that you need extra time out there, but you already indicated to the court that you're looking to get a trade. You already indicated to the court that you have the door is wide open for you to get a trade. Do you know how much plumbers make?
They make good money.
You can get rich, sir. Good money is not, you can get rich.
It's a good trade to do. Anything with houses and cars is a good trade because everyone's gonna need it every day in life.
And you have an automatic in, unlike a whole lot of people. So what would you have to say, Mr. Brown, as it relates to all of this?
Your Honor, as it relates to the crew and his previous, violations of the traffic laws and some of the controlled substance laws, Your Honor, I do believe De La Cruz is learning day by day. Like I stated earlier, when I first started representing De La Cruz, his maturity level is, I believe, a 180 what it is today, or I would say a 150 from what it is today. And he definitely progressed, I believe, to turn his around. He wasn't keen. He did have a job at the time I first started representing Mr. De La Cruz. Since then, he has diligently worked full time since then, and has expressed to me on multiple occasions that he was trying to get a second job and also further education, possibly with a trade school. No, he just recently did have a young son, Gil De La Cruz IV, who bears his namesake, which I also think fueled his motivation to possibly turn his life around, seeing that he is the role model to his son, and he does not want to set an example for his son, letting his son know that it's okay to violate the laws, no matter how minor or how major they may be. The law is the law, and as one does pay attention and obey by the minor traffic laws, then one is not going to be assumed to abide by the more stricter laws, and one could be ending in the Michigan Department of Corrections worse. So, Your Honor, saying all of that, I would ask for leniency for Mr. De La Cruz. I'm seeing that he is young, 20 years old. He's trying to get his life together, and all those tickets create a financial hardship for Mr. De La Cruz, putting him behind the 8 ball if he were to be responsible for all those kicks. However, I do believe that Mr. De La Cruz knows that this is not the standard as far as life goes, as far as receiving all of those off tickets and then them being arrested or eradicated. I'm deal with De La Cruz, and I realize that, and I don't believe.
Mr. De La Cruz, don't do that. You don't even answer that call. You're in court. Hang it up.
No, it's not me answering the call.
All right. Go ahead, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. So I do believe that Mr. De La Cruz understands that this is a privilege. This is not a right for the court to give any type of leniency for his violation. So, Your Honor, we would just respectfully request that, considering that Mr. De La Cruz did abide by the conditions of the court, for his community service for him to have his tickets, I guess, put away. And also, Your Honor, going forward with his other two violations, I'm not sure if Your Honor would like to set a hearing date going forward, or at the very least allow Mr. De La Cruz to perform community service for his other two tickets that are not quite showing up in the system.
Okay. All right. Now, and I'm going to say what you talked about the Dela Cruz namesake, and I'm not going to spend too much more time with it, but you have Mr. Dela Cruz III, and now you have Mr. Dela Cruz IV, and it appears that Mr. Dela Cruz Jr. and Mr. Dela Cruz, which is probably your grandfather, is he still around?
No, my grandfather passed away in 08.
He passed away in 08. You were kind of much younger then, but I'm sure that there's a lot to be said for the Mr. Dela Cruz, the grandfather. You already said, spoke about the Mr. Dela Cruz Jr., and that's the junior, right?
Yes, my dad's a junior.
Your dad's a junior. And so I can only imagine that your grandfather was, the person that, was the rock of the family. Your grandfather taught his son how to do things the right way. And I'm sure that Mr. Dela Cruz Jr., your father, tried to teach you everything that he learned from his father and that he learned through his life. And now we have Dela Cruz IV. And we talked about it the last time, particularly as it relates to this dope. I do know you pled guilty to the narcotics drug violation. Mr. Dela Cruz III thinks that it's cool, or I don't know what he's trying to prove. What you're trying to prove, you got bad people around you or something, but you think that all of that stuff that your grandfather did, that your father's doing now, you're throwing mud in their face. You don't think that means anything, because you decide, don't say anything. You decide that what you want to do with your life is go pick up some dope and to do whatever you did with the dope. Now, when you sit back and you're looking, and I'm looking straight at you in your eyes, and you reflect onto that, how does that make you feel?
No, I don't mess with dope like that. I don't mess with no drugs at all, for real. It just, if I had it on me with someone else's, I had it on me, I was holding for them. It wasn't even mine.
You pled guilty to it.
I didn't plead guilty to it. Last time I remember, it was like not guilty. I got to bring my lawyer. Never pled guilty to nothing.
Okay, so we need to get the actual transcript of what's going on. Because
you said you asked me, do I want to plead guilty? And you was like, matter of fact, I'm gonna wait till your lawyer comes so we can talk about it.
Okay. All right. So I got
but
it.
I'm just trying to be a hardworking man too, like my grandfather.
I remember now. Okay. So what we have is, let's make a record of this. I sentence you to let's do a re-sentence if I haven't sentenced you already. Is that okay with you, counselor? And what I will offer your client is to plead guilty to the allowing an unlicensed driver to drive for the failure to display, plead guilty to an improper plate. I'll take both of those matters under a 3-month delayed sentence, and I'll dismiss those matters upon completion of 25 hours of community service, which Mr. Gill has already done. And then with the stipulation of probable cause as it relates to all the other traffic matters, I'll dismiss every other matter. Then we'll have a pretrial for the drug charge, and I'll offer your client a 12-month delayed sentence. We can either do some more community service as it relates to that, or we can combine the other 2 charges and push this matter back to when those other 2 charges get put in the system if they ever do. And we'll deal with those matters then. But for that case, if he's gonna plead guilty to that case, then he's gonna take that under a 12-month delayed sentence. There will be no early release from that. There will be no opportunity to get off of that 12 months probationary period. He's expected to walk a straight line during that time. He can take that matter to trial if he wants to, or he can take that deal. I can give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Dela Cruz in a breakout room, and he can have some opportunity to come and seek the advice from you and to see what he wants to do with that matter.
Yes, that'd be great, Your Honor. And question, Your Honor, hypothetically, if he were to take up, I guess, the narcotic charge under advisement, would that be dismissed under 7411 or upon completion?
Well, Mr. Dela Cruz is how old?
He's 21.
Well, I am.
Or Haida.
Do I have the ability to sentence him to a Haida sentence? I don't think I have that ability, do I?
Him being 20, it all depends on when the incident happened. If he was 21 when the incident happened, or was 20 when.
And I'm talking in relation to the Haida sentence. We're in district court, so can I sentence him to a Haida sentence regardless? Yes, I can do that. Yes.
I would believe so, yes.
Yes, I can do that. Yes. I've done it plenty of times in my defense career. So, yeah, I would consider Haida for Mr. Dela Cruz on that matter. But I'm gonna be firm with Mr. Dela Cruz. I'm gonna be firm with him, and I'm this nonsense is gonna stop. And then what's the disturbing part about it is he's already got 2 other tickets that he says that he had, and he hasn't pled guilty to them, but he has some more police contacts. So I don't know what's attracting the police to him so much, but I'm going to be firm with him on that 12-month delayed sentence. We can clear these. Let's do this. Let's clear the matters up that he did the 25 hours of community service. Let's clear that up right now.
Okay.
So, can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, and let the record reflect that what we're doing is, if we didn't sentence Mr. Dela Cruz, then we're sentencing now. If we did sentence him, we're gonna re-sentence him now. And, but I gave you the offer as it relates to the traffic violations that's allowing unlicensed driver to drive in an improper plate. So, do you understand, sir, that the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No, I'm doing everything willingly.
And did we go through this last time, sir?
Yeah, something like that. We did.
Yeah, I have notes here that we already took this plea.
Yeah, you said I couldn't plead guilty to it because I told you I had a lawyer already that I got caught with some guns at the moment that I got caught with that.
All right, so we've already done that, except I have in the notes that it's a failure to display a valid driver's license that you pled to. I'll amend that to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, because that's what I've given everybody else. And I'll dismiss those matters because you did complete the 25 hours of community service. So as it relates to the U5634322 case, what would your client like to do then? Would you like to speak with him in a breakout room?
Your Honor, I think I'm pretty confident that at the very least, Ms. De La Cruz would like to handle that matter with the other 2 tickets once they come into fruition. So if Your Honor could give us a date, possibly after Your Honor would believe that those tickets could possibly, if they are going to be coming into the system, that they would be entered into the system so we could have a global resolution and not have to come back again on Mr. De La Cruz's matter.
All right. Okay, so what we'll do, can we get, I got the ticket numbers, Ms. Nash.
Oh.
Can we get those tickets put in the system sooner rather than later?
Oh, let me call downstairs. You say you have a ticket number?
Yes, so I have SP 1260895 and SP 1260884.
0884. Okay.
It just says P on mine, so it says SP on yours.
Yeah, it's gonna be SP.
When were they written?
Right.
What day were they written?
That was written on the 6th this month. 10/6/21 at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
All right. If we can get those tickets in the system, we can get you. Let's have you back just before Christmas in 60 days. So that's December the 15th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. for a free trial. And that'll give you an opportunity to get the information that you need, and that'll give the court an opportunity to get those on the docket. If we can get those on the docket for that day, December 15th, 2021. And if it appears that I'm being kind of hard on you, Mr. De La Cruz, I am.
You're being fair though.
I think I'm being more than fair. Because I mean, quite frankly, you probably should be doing some jail time, but we entered in that agreement and I'm a man of my word. And so far, so good with you. You've done what you said. Well, you picked up some other cases though. So I'm not going to say you're not a man of your word. I'm not going to say that because you did say you were going to do this, but a lot of it is not reoffending again. All right.
Yes. So that means I don't got to go to court for any of these other tickets though, right? For Detroit, I took care of all my Detroit tickets. That means.
Yeah, so when we took care of what we took care of on the record, those 2 tickets that you just got in this U ticket, we still have to take care of that. And I want you to keep a mental note of that too, Mr. Brown.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, so we got three matters we're gonna have to clear up, and you're probably not gonna, it's probably gonna be a little more difficult for you this time around, because you got a very, 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 very fair deal on the other ones. All right. All right. If there's nothing further, I'm going to get all this entered into the system. We're going to dismiss the matters that we said we were going to dismiss, and we're going to, well, everything will be dismissed based on the completion of the 25 hours of community service. And we will have you back on December 15, 2021. Hopefully, by that time, you've gone to your dad and made a serious effort and told him that you're ready to get to work. And you should be.
Yes, I'm gonna get a trade because my grandfather, he retired at the Great Lakes being a pipe fitter of old age. My dad, he gonna retire and being a plumber, you feel me? So I gotta retire being something good too.
Man. All right. Well, talk to him, Mr. Brown.
Absolutely, Your Honor, I will.
I think we talked the last time about you're really at the fork in the road. You can either go here and make a lot of money and have a good life, or you can either go here into the penitentiary with the rock boss telling you what to do, or dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose the right way. I ain't trying to go to the joint.
No, all right. If there's nothing further, we'll get this entered into the system, and I appreciate you being here, Mr. Brown, on behalf of Mr. Dela Cruz. I appreciate you being here, Mr. Dela Cruz, and I hope you get it right, man.
Thank you. I will.
Thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate it.
Any more questions?
Nothing from the defense. Thank you,
No.
Your Honor. We appreciate you.
All right, very well. All right, that'll conclude the morning. Ms. Alcindor, I gotta say, I appreciate you coming in on a moment's notice. I thought it was gonna be a much more difficult docket than it was, because as you can see, I think you probably got a copy of it. It was much lighter. Not many people turned up. They just didn't want to hear me talking so much. But I appreciate you being here. Mr. Boffman he's always here, and he knows I always appreciate that.
Thank you.
And Mr. Phillips, of course, good seeing you guys last night, and I appreciate you guys and what you do over there. And always, last but not least, Mrs. Williams Law, we appreciate you. Okay, and always we appreciate Ms. Nash. That's just all the time. She does not stop working. And I don't know about Mr. Goss over there. No, I got Mr. Goss. All right.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. Have a great day.
Everybody have a great day. Stay
Yes.
safe.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Bye now.
All right. I forgot to tell everybody my son's playing today at 4:30. So if you sign on to ESPN Plus, you'll be able to see him at Michigan State versus Western Michigan.
Is that cable?
That's cable, yeah. You gotta buy. It's streaming, so you have to buy like $6.99 to watch it. If you buy it for a month, then you can watch whatever you want that month for $6.99. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you later, Ms. Phillips.
See you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.